would like to thank all y'all for coming out tonight. I see you there in the front row, baby. Shining. Hope y'all enjoy the show. Hey, yo. No matter what you doing, music back to the blues. I'm the water bearer, Bleak Gill. How do you do? How do you do the voodoo that you do? So who do? My manager's a giant, well at least he presumes to. And now I present you my quintet on jet fuel. The blues here is better, way more than you used to. Left hand rhythm, big stop Williams. Bottom hammer, Bill Nunn takes what I give him. Arguments with Hendo, quit, leave the building. He was just taking a piss-packed club, we was killing. Now Indigo and Clark, Jazzy, where can I start? Let's chalk it as a dick thing, blame to the art. It was Jazzy, fat, nasty before it got dark. Shadow boxed up Clark and let us sing from her heart. Contract, ironclad, flat, bush mowing jars. Put my money where my mouth for a giant got. With Shadow on my heels, play the people they want. As my stubbornness haunts, gave my horn up to God. As my stubbornness haunts, gave my horn up to God. Even crawl back to Clark, saved me from the dog.
Oh man, I'm just lounging and shit, man. Like how this going with them. I like the way this going down, but check this and shit.
See, I always knew that it would be you with me on this path. Words cannot explain. Loss becomes a game. In my life you came, stepping up my game to the man I am. Now my future plans is to take your hand, make you understand we be great together. Talking about forever. Words. That's right. No doubt. Yeah. Come on. No doubt. Walk your steps today, blow my mind away. Watch your dress sachet as you walk my way. Flashing back to when this whole ride began. We got introduced between Locust and Spruce. Look at the best men, give a proving grin. They remember when I said from day one that you was always the one. No doubt. Come on. Yeah. No doubt. Come on. Yeah. That's right.
Friday, I let myself believe I'm your figurine. Could you guide me like if all a leaf? Ooh. Right. Yeah. A different day, a different view, a different day, a day, a difficult. I don't wanna play this game. No, I don't wanna lose again. You carry me like a fallen leaf. Could you carry me? I'm your figurine. Could you carry me? Say, who's gonna be there? I'm gonna be there. A different day, a different you, a different day, a difficult. A different day, a different you, a different day, a
this idea of figuring came like something quite natural, but at that time it was natural. But the more I started thinking of the whole structure of the song, the way I sang it, the words and everything, I was like, wow, this is crazy. It's way deeper than I thought. And so I'm like still discovering elements from it, because even when I say a different day, a different view, a day, a difficult view, I'm like, wow, this is heavy. And that's what I enjoy about the music I do, is that when I'm doing it, I feel like I'm in that very special place where everything just sounds right. And then when I'm away from it, like when I come to like normal normal reality, like where we are now, I'm like, what the hell? What happened? And so this song just keeps it keeps revealing itself to me. Yes, I don't want to sound a bit like clumsy, because it's a bit an easy answer. But I would say it's more like being an emotional sponge. So like most of the time, every day, I'm constantly just sucking in informations, and some of them I retain. I retain them on a piece of paper on my block notes. Or some of them are like sounds that, quite interesting, and I'll record them somewhere. But every day is like the same thing. I'm like constantly writing down, putting down ideas, or just thinking about things. And when I have the opportunity, when I'm like in the studio or anywhere else where I have to, give life to a song, then I start looking for like ideas, and I go to my notebooks, books, or the thoughts I had, and then I use them. Yeah.
You recorded this album both in Berlin and Paris, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
I'm curious to know, what did each city contribute to you creative-wise? Did one afford you a certain comfort or a luxury?
So I left I had Paris as my base for more than 20 years. And in Paris, I studied music. I learned music, like music history. I played and I sang. I worked on my voice, so to speak. And then when I went to Berlin, I was given more freedom to use this knowledge without any restriction. So I felt like I was really like free to just play around, use things, whatever as they come. And then coming back to France to work with a record label is because I had connections, I had my friends. I was skeptical at first, because I was like, I don't want to come back to the French system, which for me was a bit too, it was too limited. That is, I felt like they would put me in a box too soon. But what I found with the record label was exactly the same spirit I had in Berlin, which is, okay, let's have fun. Let's just work out things. Let's create together. So I was, it was very pleasant to have this, get this energy. And the outcome is exactly what you hear, what you see, is that everything is really fluid. There is a conversation. And as you can see, Rush, they've never done any like music like mine, like jazz infused or whatever. So it shows that music can come from anywhere, as long as, like people are ready to give their soul and allow the conversation to be. So that's what I really love about the current situation with Rush music.
20 años, mi esposa. The metamorphosis of man. For some it's hard to understand. It's that constant elevation. Then that realization that I didn't do this on my own, that I was never alone. You was right there by my side, not in back of me. See, that's the way that it has to be. Like Wonder Twins, when they activate, we connect our rings and motivate, conquer the world together every day. Wouldn't want it any other way. After all these years, it's still clear.
I really like what you done to me.
What?
I can't even explain it. I am so into you. I really like what you done to me.
No doubt.
I can't even explain it. I'm so into you.
Give a flower water and it will surely grow. Chrysanthemum, knowledge from our dads and moms, like a row house garden in the village of Arden. We were destined to grow together. Synergy, obstacles thrown in our way to test our energy. We survived all tribulations and trials. Birth of our nation, plant 3 seeds. When we see them smile, know they will succeed. No other option, me and you demand it. Make sure they understand it. So mentally aligned, I'm so blessed you've been with me for this ride. And as time goes longer, my feelings are even stronger.
I really like the things you do to me.
Come on.
I can't even explain
Even
it.
still.
I am so into you. I really like what you've done to me.
And I want to say thank you.
Even explain
Come on.
it. I'm so into you.
Please place your scanned item in the bag. If you have your extra care card, please scan it now. 329. Thank you for scanning your extra care card. All discounts will be included at the end of the order.
can, but you can't admit. They look at us, I don't care.
You are listening to Magz FM.
know it's only temporary. On a rainy day, I might find my serenity, wrapped in all the things that might destroy me. Am I dissociating or is it just Tuesday? Miles Davis and Jimmy Cobb is kind of a blue day. I pray that I don't get murdered because of my hue day. I pray that I ain't the next trainee corpse on a news day. When isolation's a safety, it still conspire to break me. Niggas are atheists, too afraid to publicly praise me, so they publicly hate me. Privately try to date me while cis women can only add pussy to conversation lately. I get it, blah blah blah. I can't just date a baby. Is there a brain in that womb or did you make a trade in? Niggas want MMA but too coward to put the weight in. Get off my dick, are we fornicating? Yo, you dealing with a bitch that care about that piece, luckily. Otherwise I slap you in the face and break your other cheek. Niggas offended by my existence every fucking week. Why am I super glued to niggas that got no love for me? I'm above being the goofy nigga accessory. Fuck your Tinder door to get swipes to the left of me. Nowadays you gotta pay tribute to get the best of me. You get that stream cut in a hurry like a vasectomy. On a rainy day, I'm feeling cold and empty, but I know it's only temporary. On a rainy day, I might find my serenity, wrapped in all the things that might destroy me.
Well, so it is a song that does talk about, it talks a lot about like my experience, just like as a human being moving through the world, and hoping that if there is a listener who feels some kind of resonance with it, my hope is that they, especially regarding the hook being on a rainy day, I'm feeling cold and empty, but I know it's only temporary. And I think about that, like, hopefully that can be a mantra for people some days on their low days. Hopefully that can be something they lean into. So I hope that they get the honesty piece. I also hope that they understand that this is coming from a place of a person's identity that is complicated and layered, just like theirs. And I hope they feel valid in that as well. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
It's a very raw and honest performance. I'm curious to know, were you in that place when you wrote it, or were you not in that place and reflecting on that emotion? And if you were the latter, how did you find solace and a way out of that, I guess, pain and conflict?
Music will get me through what I'm feeling in this moment. I'm also, I'm in therapy. I highly recommend that people consider therapy, as a way to help process their emotions and to do it. And when I can't always be in front of my therapist, there's music. And on my low days, especially, music helps me cope until I'm strong enough to pull myself back out. And music helps me get out of that as well. It's one of those things that is such an all-rounding, all-encompassing part of my life where, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, music is either in my ear or on my mind. And when I am in those low places, depending on what I'm listening to, the music is exactly what I need. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is a song that does talk about it, especially in the first verse. There's a lot of discussion around like, there's a lyric that's why am I super glued to niggas that got no love for me? This idea of like, if we as people are so bothersome, why are we such the subject of conversation? It's like the Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me? I'm just like, what's the deal? What is the deal? No, I feel a responsibility as an artist, to bring that discussion to the table whenever I can, because it is still, an under discussed issue. And in general, it's also about like the humanity of us. It's also about the like, we have these feelings. We're not just like a story or some kind of like weird plot twist in your television show or like some joke on your Netflix special. Like, we're not just that, so I do feel a bit of responsibility in some of the content that I produce, to reflect what folks are dealing with. And in a lot of ways, telling my own story is helping other people. At least I hope. I hope that telling my story, because I try to come from a very personal perspective a lot of the time, gives other people an opportunity to feel validated in what they're dealing with as trans people. Because I find that like from trans person to trans person, though we're all different and individual people, the systemic shit that pushes against us comes from similar places. And I think part of why I do focus so much on trans identity is because there's still so little focus on it in the mainstream world. It's changed. It's definitely changed. Like,
How?
I think younger generations are moving the flow. Honestly, I think we live in the digital age. A lot of these things are easier to talk about, because there's easier access to information. I think we can learn a lot more. We can learn faster in these particular settings, and I think that allows us, and it allows generations younger than us, the ability to self-actualize early, as like, I am learning who I am earlier than I might have had I been 20 years from now, where the idea of gender identity was still a very under discussed topic. So now, like, at the very least, people are getting to experience trans history. They're getting to experience the present of the trans art world, which happens now a lot faster too, because we don't always have to go through record labels. I never thought, when I was a kid, especially knowing what the little I knew about how the industry worked, that like I could just go online one day and speak my piece, and just do it. So like now I have the opportunity, so I want to take it, and strike while the iron's hot, so that the discussion doesn't get lost.